Bobby, a regular boy, was just sitting at home, enjoying his meal, when suddenly, he found himself transported to a strange new world. He initially thought his modern skills would allow him to become the world's savior, but things didn't go as planned. The king quickly discovered that Bobby didn't have any magical abilities and had him thrown out of the palace to wander aimlessly through this unfamiliar world. Not only could Bobby not become a hero, but he couldn't even find his way back home. Feeling lost and hopeless, Bobby ended up taking refuge under a bridge. As he sighed in frustration, a girl suddenly appeared in front of him and loudly spoke into his ear. The girl introduced herself as Mary, a powerful priestess, and immediately recognized that Bobby wasn't from this world. She understood his dire situation and explained that it was her duty to protect people like him, those who were transported to this world. Bobby was overjoyed to meet someone who knew what he was going through. He hoped Mary might offer him some financial help, but she explained that, as a priestess, she couldn't give him money. However, she could offer him shelter at the church. As they walked toward the church, Bobby wondered if he could use his modern knowledge to find a job in this world. But Mary quickly dashed his hopes, telling him that this world had already integrated modern knowledge and that many people from his world had already arrived. In this world, Bobby's modern skills were no longer useful. He was just an ordinary person. As they walked, Mary asked Bobby about the summoning ritual. The king had summoned two people, and while Bobby had been discarded because he lacked magical abilities, another girl had been kept and protected by the palace. Mary's expression changed when she heard this, and she took Bobby all the way to the church by evening. As they arrived, Bobby started to wonder if Mary had only taken him in to exploit his skills for her benefit. But Mary reassured him that her actions were based on the nature of the magic he possessed. She then taught Bobby how to activate his hidden abilities in an intimate manner. Bobby tried activating his skill and soon found that he had the power to make things disappear.
Good. Now let your power flow into it.
By raising his hand, he made a stone vanish in front of him. The king hadn't detected this power because it was nearly imperceptible. Suddenly, Bobby realized just how powerful he truly was. But as he turned to tell Mary about his newfound power, she suddenly drew a knife and stabbed him in the head. Surprisingly, even such a fatal blow didn't kill Bobby right away. With his last strength, he activated his disappearing magic, making everything around him vanish. Mary barely avoided being affected, but everything near Bobby disappeared into thin air. Mary then carefully closed Bobby's eyes. It was clear she had done this before, but each time she did, she felt a pang of guilt. Whenever someone from another world gained great power, they would inevitably lose control of their abilities, leading to disasters. In the past, a person with ice magic had accidentally turned an entire country into a frozen wasteland due to a loss of control. As this happened, a figure with red eyes entered the church. It was Nina, Mary's successor, who had an obsession with Mary. Nina had discovered the location of the girl who had been summoned along with Bobby. But at that moment, the church was quickly surrounded by soldiers from the kingdom. The nobles planned to use the power of people from another world to overthrow the priesthood. A fierce battle soon erupted between them. The leader of the soldiers used fire magic to turn his sword into a massive fire dragon, charging at Mary. She quickly summoned a holy light shield to defend herself and summoned a large bell to fight back the soldiers.